In Rome, during his Angelus prayer, Pope Francis made a powerful appeal addressed to all war parties globally.
Nei giorni scorsi, il segretario generale delle Nazioni Unite ha lanciato un appello per un cessate il fuoco globale e immediato in tutti gli angoli del mondo, richiamando l'attuale emergenza per il Covid-19 che non conosce frontiere. Un appello al cessate il fuoco totale. Mi associo a quanti hanno accolto questo appello e invito tutti a darvi seguito, fermando ogni forma di ostilità bellica, favorendo la creazione di corridoi per l'aiuto umanitario, l'apertura alla diplomazia, l'attenzione a chi si trova in situazioni di più grande vulnerabilità.
Another, not less important appeal was issued by the United Nations Human Rights Chief.
So I'm calling on governments to take urgent action to protect the health and safety of people in detention.
Msgr Robert Vitillo from the Vatican's mission in Geneva, Switzerland, confirmed that the Catholic Church, through their own and other aid organizations, do provide care to these people.
The important thing is that we be very, very careful in terms of helping people be able to take precautions against infection, even in a group situation like that. And in fact, the Holy Father singled out his concern for prisoners, acknowledging the fact that many times they live in very crowded situations. They have little freedom of their own to be able to adapt behaviors. And so he appealed for flexibility with them so that they can use prevention means to avoid the infection of COVID-19.
We're very grateful to the many countries and foundations who have contributed. More than $622 million have been received so far.
In addition, the World Bank approved $1.9 billion for 25 countries and predicted that they could provide up to $160 billion over the next 15 months to fight that coronavirus. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, announced that they stand ready to use their $1 trillion lending capacity, saying saving lives or saving jobs is a false dilemma.
Saving lives and protecting livelihoods ought to go hand in hand. We cannot do one without the other. And in that spirit, we at the IMF are concentrated on making sure that there is a strong response to the health crisis as well as protecting the strength of the economy.
Too often, medications for diagnosis and treatments are held up by fights for rights and also government bureaucracy. However, this is not everywhere the case.
One example was a new test that was developed in the United States, and the Food and Drug Administration there very quickly processed this to give emergency approval for its use and distribution, before people had to go through long hoops to be able to get that approval.
So I would advise people that if you have your favorite remedy that you use, like honey, like lemon, like ginger, please continue to support yourself through the illness, but please let us avoid making assumptions without evidence that certain things can cure COVID-19. At the moment, there is no proven therapy for COVID-19.
As it is with the prevention and the fight against all diseases, the key is the strength of our immune system.
Yes, the immune system, if we look at the human body, as with all of creation, God was such a genius, one genius that we can't even imagine because it's divine genius in the way God created our bodies, the way they function, and the way the different systems work with each other. And the immune system is certainly, an amazing part of our bodies that when we are attacked by germs and disease agents, we have within our own bodies the capacity to fight them off by the production of antibodies.
For most people in the world, The daily devastating, depressing news about the virus spark their cry for hope.
We can get a great deal of hope from our Holy Father. And then also the signs of hope are the pastoral care workers, not just in the Catholic Church, but in the Christian tradition, in Muslim tradition, and all of the major faith tradition.
Especially during this Easter season, the major Christian message of hope is that out of the suffering and death comes the eternal life that Jesus has won for us.